Oh, this is different. So I went to refill these guys' ice, and they got like a little cutscene. Aw. Aw, that was a cute little moment there. Yeah, so I am achieving things right now. Yeah, we'll send Kazumi back up there. You want help? You want an ashtray refilled? Cool. Okay, sorry, I was getting a cutscene. I got excited. I'll come back later. Alright, and welcome back, and it looks like we can take Yuki on a date? That's what it says. I mean, I guess this is supposed to be training, but... Oh, she's got like a little dress. And... Alright, let's change things up a bit and practice a date with a customer. Practice a date? That's not what my job is. Yeah, sometimes you'll go on dates with customers, then come into the club together. You gotta be able to have a good time. So today, we're gonna practice with karaoke. That's not necessarily something I thought she had to do. I guess it's like you could actually like meet somebody and hit it off and want to go on a date, you know, not for work, but just... So like Maijima might just be like being really cool and helping her in her life, I don't know. I see, I understand, I'm looking forward to it. I think Maijima just wants to go on a date with her. Let's see. I'll sing 3 times Shine. I feel awkward singing in front of people, so it'd really help if you chimed in too. Alright. Yeah, I haven't, Ooh, got simple interjections or lively interjections. I'm gonna go for the lively interjections. Yeah, I've only done karaoke 3 times, and it was the same song every time. Oh! I did not even see it move up there. I did some karaoke actually recently with my wife. That was at Oktoberfest. We sang that song, Brandy. I forget who does that song. I know it as the one song from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Those are some good harmonies, Maijima. So I think by picking Lively, I, like, increase the difficulty. Oh, jeez. Okay, cool. Very cute. How do we do? Because I missed an entire line, not realizing where it went. 87. Not bad at all. It's out of a maximum 100, right? Okay, and I'm kind of glad that it wasn't, like, another convo. It gave me, like, something different to do. You ain't half bad, Yuki-chan. Got that song down to a T. It's because you helped me overcome my stage fright. Would you mind singing next? I'd love to hear you sing. Oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna sing now, too. Yay, that's great! Alright, we're doing 24-hour Cinderella. Okay. I was relieved to hear that all of these songs are original, because if they're... I missed one. Because if these were licensed songs, it would be kind of tough. Like, I'm supposed to do Brutal Legend soon, and that has a lot of licensed music in it. So, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. It's so much easier than the dance minigame. I love the montage backgrounds. I love how it like transports them somewhere else. He's on roller skates, doing backflips. Hey, hey, hey. With like quadruplets as his backup dancers there. Alright, 90. Did a little better that time. Yeah, I also like how it's different if you're the one singing or not. Okay, so you get CP for getting 90 plus scores on things. That's cool. How'd you like that? Pretty good, huh? Notice how his like code is like trying to vibrate out of this reality there. It really was. You sounded like a pro. I'm a man of many talents. Did you know that I'm the Disco King of Sodenbori? Alright, well thanks to all those attempts we made at the Disco King storyline, that's almost, we're almost at that CP reward. Today's practice was pretty good. Yes, and thanks to you. I got some tips on how I can make karaoke more fun. Thank you very much, Majima-san. Okay, so that was like something different, which is nice. I'm gonna do another round of this, I guess. I'll be back. Alright, and we have gotten over 1,000 fans of the Cabaret Club now, and we are at rank E. I'm thinking probably something's gonna happen now. Congratulations, Majima-san! We now have 1,000 fans from the Club Mars area. Right on. Looks like we got some momentum going. Yes, I think we'll be able to reach Club Mars's fan count any day now. Looks like we're on track. Well, I doubt they'll just sit around and do nothing. Hino is bound to have something up his sleeve. Hey, let go of me! Oh, that's always a good sign. What now? Someone fighting outside? The timing is too perfect. This might be Hino up to no good. No problem. Let's check it out. And we are checking it out. Okay, it's that girl. Oh, was she coming to ask about a job? You're I from Hino's Club Mars. We got scammed out of all our money at that asshole's club. You gonna do something about it? What can I really do? I mean, if you're going to play, you've got to pay. Okay. Shut it. My wife took the kids and left me because of that damn club. You're part of the problem. Yeah. Time for you to fix it. That's definitely, your problem, dude. Fix it? By doing what? What's all this crap? It sounds like they spent too much money at Club Mars and were driven into bankruptcy. Bankruptcy? They partied at the Cabaret Club until they went bankrupt? Hino certainly knows how to bleed a customer. He'll let them play until they run out of money. And when they run out, he'll loan them money to let them play more, with cutthroat interest, of course. I gotcha. Pretty nasty business. Yes, that's why so many people hate Club Mars. Doesn't surprise me at all that this girl has to deal with something like this. Of course, the girls would have no idea why they're being targeted. Hino doesn't tell them how he's driving their customers into deeper debts with his loans. Majima-san? Hey, where are you... Yo, you lot. Why are you making a scene in front of the club? What? We're busy here. Fuck off. You surround a girl and threaten her. You ought to be ashamed. I'd ditch your sorry ass too if I were your wife. Say what? Sounds like you want to die, asswipe. That's such a funny insult, asswipe. We'll get this shithead first, and then Hino. Kill him! Why don't you go get Hino first? What a pain. You alright, lady? This is gonna get ugly, so maybe you should take a step back. Thank you. Alright. And he yells, "Die!" Which is what you yell when you're going up to punch somebody. Okay, there's a heat action if I'm just staying completely idle. There's a heat action with Slugger style. Which, I've done that heat action before, but I guess I never realized how I was doing it until now. Oh man, that was like the God's Hand. Did you learn that from Lee? Yeah, for a while I thought his name was Lee San, like that was his Chinese name. Like Lee San. But it's actually, well, it actually is Lee San because they're saying San as in like sir. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good heat action. I like that one a lot. Well, that was underwhelming. No, Majima-san, you're just too strong. But why did you... What was all that noise? What on earth happened? Huh? Who are these people? Have you been beating people up again, Majima-san? Why do you always gotta assume it's me? Guilty as charged this time, though. These bozos were making a racket in front of the club, so I figured I'd do something about it. What other occasion were people beat up that Yuki was there and it wasn't you who beat them up? Really? You beat them up just for that? Majima-san, you can be such a monster. No, that's not true. He saved me. Saved you? Who might you be? Hi, I'm I from Club Mars. What? Club Mars? Oh, what are we going to do, Majima-san? She's from Club Mars. We're gonna have a West Side Story style rumble, that's what. Come on, calm down. I knew that. Huh? You knew? And you still helped her? What if she's an enemy spy and this is all part of her plot? Ai-san, why were you in front of our club? Oh, right. I had a message from Hino-san for you. A message? Yes. I've allowed you to exist out of the kindness of my heart until now, but I grow tired of your buzzing insects. If you're challenging the 5 stars, there will be no mercy. It's high time I destroyed you. Let the tears of defeat begin to fall. That's the message. Well, ain't that classy. I guess that's his declaration of war. Fine. If he's got a death wish, I'd be happy to grant it. That sounds great, Majima-san. Let's show Hino that we won't bow down to the 5 stars. Sounds like you're starting to grow up here, Yoda-chan. Maybe you're starting to rub off on me. What's the matter, Yuki-chan? You're shivering. Are you scared? No. I'm just pumped for the fight. Yeah, Yuki's gonna take some names and kick some ass. Heh. Don't try to act all tough. That's not what I'm doing. That's so great. What are you laughing at? You're making fun of me? Oh no. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just... we have the same voice apparently, because Comic only does one girl voice for the most part. It's just fun. It's fun. Yeah. Everybody at Club Sunshine actually gets along with each other. You think so? We don't get along at all, actually. Since when? You were talking about how much you like hanging out with me. It's a nice change of pace from where I work is all. All the girls at Club Mars are wound up tight, and Hino-san doesn't really treat us like people. The way you 3 talk to each other, I'm really jealous. There's nothing to be jealous about. Majima-san makes fun of me all the time. Don't confuse the cold, hard truth for me making fun of you, Yuki-chan. Well, I better get back to Club Mars. Hino-san is gonna blow a socket. See you later. You stay out of trouble now. Don't get attacked again. Are you thinking about joining my club? Majima-san, right? Hmm? Why did you help me even though you knew I was your enemy? That ain't how it is. Club Mars may be my enemy, but you're just working hard there. You got nothing to do with the lines in the sand. Besides, I ain't jaded enough to let a girl get attacked right in front of me and just twiddle my thumbs. I see. Majima-san, I truly wish you the best. I hope we meet again. She wishes us well. Oh, sorry. She wishes us well? Guess so. That's why she's #1 at Club Mars. She's cute. I wish she was my daughter. That's the weirdest thing to say. She does got a sparkle in her eyes. Hey, my eyes sparkle too. See? Look. Boy, it's kind of chilly out today. Yep. Back to it, I guess. What? Hey! See if my eyes ever sparkle for you again. It's not a competition, guys, except in the nightclub scene, I guess it is a competition. Alright, how long have we actually got of, like, video material here? Only 15 minutes. See, that's the big problem with this whole thing. Alright, let's check the special training again. Oh no, you're gonna make me disco again? Really? You're gonna make me disco again? Alright, let's go practice a date. Let's see. We'll go and practice dating at one of them discos that are sprouting out all around here. He says as if he doesn't know. A disco? I really don't visit those places, so I'll work hard to learn. Oh, I am all too familiar with this song. I'm going easy because screw this game. Alright, so I want to try something. It's going to be a little... No, I don't want to switch to the keyboard. That's going to mess everything all up. Okay, wait. I'm gonna try keyboard this time. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, this is a lot more controllable. It's just I'm not used to it. Also, it's all L and K. Okay, I'm just bad at the game is all. It was never the controls. Oh, I don't know how to activate Dancing Fever, though. Up? Spacebar? It's not the up arrow. Okay, I switched back to controller. Just to do the Dancing Fever. What did it mean by up? Because it wasn't the up arrow key. That sucked. That sucked. Oh man, what could it have meant by up? Like, enter? Backspace? Still got 3 stars. Oh, Yuki. Oh, Yuki. Today's practice was perfect. Did you get the hang of things? Apparently it was perfect. I did not know what I was pressing.
Hi.
Yes, I didn't know dancing was so fun. I learned a lot. I did not learn how to activate Dance Fever on a keyboard. That was something I didn't think of. Alright, I don't know if I want to do one more of these today. Yeah, let's keep at it. Congratulations, Majima-san. We topped 1,500 fans from the Club Mars area. Well done, Yuta-chan. Looks like our hard work's paid off. Yes! But Hino ain't gonna take this line down. They always say that as the setup. You ain't gonna take this line down. Oh no, this is really bad! Simmer down, Yuki-chan. Don't cause a ruckus. I can't simmer down. We got a challenge from Club Mars. A challenge, huh? Looks like we're finally going up against them head-to-head. Wonder how that works. According to the challenge, it says we fight it out in a cabaret club battle. Cabaret club battle? What's that? No clue. Oh, no! A cabaret club battle! What's the matter, Yoda-chan? Pull yourself together. You know something about the cabaret club battle thing? Yes! It's Sonbori's cabaret industry's rare but terrifying method for clubs to duke it out. 2 cabaret clubs compete by running their businesses and determining who made more money. Huh. Sounds pretty normal to me. Why is that so terrifying? The losing club... In the worst case scenario, the losing club has to close up shop. Seriously? A cabaret club battle puts the club's prestige on the line. The losing club will be branded as a loser, and its reputation will be ruined. Fans will drift away. As a result, many clubs have been forced to close. Really? That so-called battle has that much influence? Yes, it does in Sotenburi. There are many customers who choose a club based on the results of a recent battle. The 5 stars have built their power by defeating their competition in cabaret club battles and shutting them down. And now we might be next. I thought they bought all the other clubs. Anyway, so the gist of it is that the battle is so important it could shut down the whole club, eh? Majima-san, you're going to accept Hino's challenge, right? Yeah, I was gonna. But maybe we better talk about that a little more, you know? If you got any reason you want to back down, Yoda-chan. To be honest, I don't want to lose Club Sunshine. Yeah, I hear ya. But if we back down now, there'll be no future for Sotenburi's cabaret clubs. Majima-san. Yeah? Let's do it. We'll do the cabaret club battle. We can't let the 5 stars continue their reign of terror. Yoda-chan! If we're going to do this, we're doing it to win. I might not be much help, but I'll do my best. Of course. I'll help. I'll work as much as my salary can cover. That would be no different than any other day, wouldn't it? Club Mars is a powerful opponent. Let's make sure to sort out the staff lineup and get ready before we do this. You can now choose to battle against Club Mars in the Cabaret Club management menu. Okay, so my thought about that is, Majima-san, do you want to run Cabaret Club? Yes. Alright, let's do it. Yes, let's. My thought about that is we could do the rival battles, but I don't know if all of our girls are up for it. Like, look at Yuki. She's exhausted. She's got a sad face. And she's our best person. So I guess we would want to do another cabaret run by ourselves first, just to, like, make sure all of our best units are ready to go. Oh, we got her customer service final, so I guess let's do this final thing. Alright, let's get another round of training in. Yuki-chan? Yo, Yuki-chan. Oh, excuse me. What's the matter? You were zoning out. I'm sorry. I'm meeting someone after work, and it's all I can think about right now. Oh, I see. I see. Our little Yuki-chan's all grown up, huh? What's that supposed to mean? Majima-san, don't be creepy. Creepy? Come on, I was just... never mind. Well then, let's keep this session short, huh? I'd hate to interrupt your busy schedule. Thank you. That's very helpful. Let's start the lesson. Right. It's been a while since that first time I came in here and met you, Yuki-chan.
そう言われればそうですね。真島さんが来るまでこの店、閑古鳥が鳴いてましたからね。 あれからずいぶん変わりましたよね。
I'm that good, you've come a long way, or you were number one. You've come a long way. Yeah, this place has changed, but I think you've changed even more, Yuki-chan.
そうですか？
Yeah, you've come a long way. You were pretty bad in the beginning.
ありがとうございます。そうですね。自分でも当時はちょっとひどかったと思います。
You seem to be able to manage men pretty well now. Maybe you can check that relationship self-help book.
あ、それは言わない約束ですよね。もう、真島さんったら、それにまだまだ男の扱いなんてうまくないですよ。
Yeah, right.
そういや、
You used to have a tough time talking to men. Now that you've gotten used to it in your work, I bet you're managing it a lot better in your free time, yeah?
そうですね。確かに普段の生活でも気軽に接することができるようになった気がします。
But you just said you still weren't good at talking to
昔はコンビニの店員さんとかとの会話でも少し緊張してましたけど、今では男のお友達も少しできました。
That's great. But I guess I'll always have a soft spot for the old awkward Yuki-chan.
何を言ってるんですか、真島さん。
I keep thinking about her appointment later on. I bet it's her boyfriend. I wonder what kind of guy he is. If he's a shithead, he's really gonna get it from me.
どうしたんですか？すごく深刻そうな顔してますけど。
What should I tell her? I'm there for you or break up with him? No, say you're there for her. Jeez. Yuki-chan, just remember, if you ever need anything, you can count on me. I'll be there for you.
え？あ、はい。ありがとうございます。あんまり危険に巻き込まれたりはしないと思うんですけど、せっかくですし、何かあった際はちゃんと守ってくださいね。
No problem. I'll be there in a flash.
そうやな。
You know what, Yuki-chan? You've made so much progress, I think this can be our final chat.
そうですか。真島さんとこうやって二人きりで話せなくなるのはなんか寂しいですね。
Yeah, I guess I'll miss it too. So, how'd I do? What's it like to talk to a guy like me?
最初は緊張しましたけど楽しかったですよ。とても真島さんに抱いてたイメージも変わりましたし。
Alright, so what do you think of me now, huh?
え？あ、いや、その恥ずかしくて言えませんよ、そんなこと。
Aw, come on. I'm on pins and needles here.
嫌です。なら私がどう思ってるか当ててみてくださいよ。
What does Yuki-chan think of me? Sketchy one-eyed bastard, the love of your life, or a dependable boss? Probably what's in between. Obviously, I'm a great boss. One you can look up to.
自分で言っちゃいますか。でも確かにそれは合ってます。悔しいですけど頼りにしてますもん。
Nice, nice. Does me good to hear it from you.
これからも頼りにしてますよ、真島さん。
Oh, I didn't get a...
そうや。
I didn't get like a +1 for that? What should I have said? The other two were like weird. So, Yuki-chan, you mentioned having an appointment later on, right? How we doing on time?
あ、まだ大丈夫ですけど、もうそろそろ準備させてもらえれば助かります。
ひょっとして。
I don't want to pry, but this guy you're meeting, is he someone special to you?
真島さんには何でもお見通しですね。たまに怖くなりますよ、その勘の良さ。
So that means...
そうですね。まあ、私の大事な男性だと思いますよ。
Take care of him or you're moving fast. We'll say take care of him. Take good care of him.
はい、ありがとうございます。そのつもりです。 でもどうしたんですか？声震えてますけど。
It's like her brother or something. Ugh, damn. When you said that, I kind of lost my cool. Caught me off guard, I guess.
はあ、つくづく変な人ですね、真島さんは。
Right then. Well, we better let you get going, huh? That ought to do it. And thank you for the lesson.
疲れ。
Sure thing. Good job. So, let's see. Hey, that was halfway decent. You did pretty good, all things considered. Treat your customers just like that and you'll pull through. I understand. I hope I'll be able to do just as well when it's for real. I'd say you got conversational skills under your belt now. Yes, thank you for your advice. I'll get going then. Thank you for the lesson.
あ
Yeah, sure. Have fun tonight. Is there still another scene with her? Oh, we're still going here. Yu-chan's got a boyfriend. Never saw that coming. Never would have worked between you two. You got a weird power differential. Don't date people who work for you. Man, why am I feeling like a ton of bricks? Is this what birds feel like when their chicks leave the nest? Or is it just that he looks at her like a daughter? Because, like... Also, I just want to take a quick moment to say again that there is a blind girl waiting for him in a warehouse right now. Oh, Majima-san. Is your lesson done already? Where'd Yuki-chan go? Yeah, I've been done. As for Yuki-chan, I think she's going on a date with her boyfriend. Huh? Boyfriend? Yuki-chan? Has a boyfriend? That's what she said. Said something about him being a very important man in her life. An important man in Yuki-chan's life? Yeah. Majima-san, don't you think there's something fishy about this? Huh? What you talking about, Yoda? Or is that a like, what you talking about, Yoda? After all, this is Yuki-chan we're talking about. Yuki-chan's a plain, flat-chested wallflower. Okay, buddy. Come on. She works really hard for you. Fuck off, dude. Who's never had a boyfriend in all the years she's been alive. She could barely chat with the customers until you arrived. Do you think it's really possible that she found herself a boyfriend so suddenly? Yeah, a lot of stuff happens in the world, Yoda. You're the worst Yoda I've ever met. You know, you're right. It does smell a little fishy. Then again, what's it say about you, Yoda-chan? Why are you pulling plain flat-chested wallflowers into the hostess business? Anyway, do you think Yuki-chan is being conned?
何やって
Conned? What?
え
Yes. You hear news about men taking advantage of lonely women and cleaning out their savings. Yuki-chan's naive enough to fall for it. I'd bet that's what's happening. Yeah, I can see it. That girl's gullible enough to fall for a little sweet talk. You're making me concerned here. Alright, only one thing for it. We gotta go after her and find out for ourselves. We can still catch her. Yes, let's go. Yuki-chan's virtue is in peril, not to mention her life savings. Yeah, I'll get an eyeball on this guy and then I can decide if this boyfriend of hers is legit or not. Oh, we started a new sub-story, Paternal Instincts. How much time have we spent? Yeah, we can do this quest. We can do this sub-story. I mean, it looks like it's going to drive me right into the sub-story anyway. Well, Yuki-chan sure seems to be in a good mood.
あ
Yeah, she does. Here's hoping her man does turn out to be just a regular old boyfriend. That's the bathroom where the graffiti sub-story took place. Is someone there? Crap. Get down. Guess I'm hearing things. Ooh, Yuki-chan's more self-aware than she looks. You guys aren't exactly inconspicuous. Indeed. That was a close one. Yuki-chan's been waiting for a while now, though, huh? Yes, it's already been 15 minutes. The odds of her being taken for a ride are increasing with every passing second, if you ask me. Yeah. Someone's headed her way. Hey, Yuki, sorry I'm late. Oh, no, it's okay. I just got here myself, too. Oh, Yuki-chan, you've been waiting 15 minutes. What a sweetheart she is. Well, what's with this guy? Kind of rocking the cradle a bit, ain't he? Okay, I'm choosing to believe that Majima just sees Yuki as a daughter and he's protective of her. That's how I decided I'm going to take it. Yeah, I bet he looks younger than he actually is, too. I bet he's way older than Yuki-chan. And Yuki-chan was saying her ideal man would be a prince. Does this guy look like the type who rides in on a white horse to you? Love is blind, Majima-san. It clouds your judgment. Well, we should get going. They're on the move. Gotta tail him, Yuta-chan. Right. This is very silly. It's been a while since we've been able to sit down for a quiet meal together. Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? Or is this like her dad? They seem pretty familiar to each other. Yes, very true, but, Majima-san, do you think we're crossing any ethical boundaries here? I love the waitress who walks by looking at them. Hey, we just happened to enter the same restaurant as Yuki-chan and her mystery man. It's a free country. I guess that's one way to put it. You caught me off guard when you came over the other night. You have to let me know when you just show up next time. Sorry, Yuki. I was so excited to see you, I just couldn't help but come on over. Oh, you. Oh my. I don't want to picture anyone I know in that situation, least of all our Yuki-chan. Yeah, well, even worse when you figure this old geezer is laying his greasy mitts on our poor Yuki-chan. Yeah, but if he's really her boyfriend, it isn't a problem, right? We should be happy for her in that case. You got a point. As long as he's treating her right, that would be the best thing for her. Oh yes, before I forget, here's this month's money. Oh, nice. Thank you, Yuki-chan. I love you. Did money just change hands? Or do I only have one good eye? You do only have one good eye. It did, and you do. Maybe he's sick, right? Maybe she's helping to cover the old guy's medical bills. Well, he is old, but he doesn't look unhealthy. That's true. I mean, I want to step in, but I don't want to be like, alright, this ends now. I want to be like, oh, hey, Yuki-chan, what a coincidence. So is this your friend? But that's because I haven't internalized that this must be a boyfriend like Majima has. Let's just step in. Let's just move it along. Hey, you! What do you think you're up to, messing with our Yuki-chan? Oh, man. Yeah, Majima looks ready to beat the crap out of him. Huh? Majima-san? What are you doing here? Sorry, Yuki-chan. This is all my fault. I should have seen that you were getting bled dry by this wrinkly-ass parasite. Huh? Parasite? Yeah, Yuki-chan. Come on back to the club with me. Leave the sorry swindler to drown in his sorrows. What do you mean? Are you trying to be confusing? Alright. Take a deep breath and lend me an ear. That man sitting across from you? He's only pretending to be your boyfriend so he can siphon money from your tender heart, Yuki-chan. Huh? Who are these people, Yuki? They run the club where I work. Ah, so this is them, huh? Yeah, and don't think you're off the hook, you old cod. You're paying for what you did to Yuki-chan.
Huh?
Hey, you think I'm kidding? I'm sorry to interrupt when you're actually defending my honor, Majima-san, but I guess I'd better introduce you. This is my father. Yeah. I'm glad to hear my daughter works for you. What? Yeah, okay. Sorry, that didn't deserve the full what that it obviously wants from me. Not feeling that. What? Me, a con man trying to dupe Yuki. That's a classic. I don't find this amusing at all. I'm speechless. So, you're really Yuki-chan's dad, are you? Yes. Guilty as charged. Seems Yuki-chan continues to be quite the handful. She hasn't changed a bit. Alright, then what's up with the money? Why are you forking cash over to your dad, Yuki-chan? You saw that too? My dad loaned me money so I could move to Osaka, and I'm paying him back a little every month. That's all. So that's the whole story, eh? You being Yuki's dad was the furthest thing from my mind. We're terribly sorry for leaping to conclusions. We even went so far as to condemn you as a swindler. No, it's fine. It's rather reassuring to know you care so much about Yuki that you're watching over her. To be honest, I had my doubts that Yuki was cut off for hostess work. Dad. Timid, awkward, introverted, and shy. That's the daughter I know and love. I wasn't sure how in the world she'd survive as a hostess. But seeing her here in Osaka, the first thing I noticed was how much this city has changed her. Changed how? Well, maybe it's just a father's bias talking, but I think she's more cheerful and more composed now. Radiant, even. I'm sure it has to do with her enjoying the work at the club you gentlemen run. Dad. So you're Majima-san. I'm glad I finally got to meet you. Yuki goes on and on about you. I was hoping I could meet you in person, to see how much of that I could actually believe. Dad? Oops, sorry. All joking aside, Majima-san and Yoda-san, was it? I hope I can count on you to keep watching over my daughter. Yeah, of course. We gotta groom Yuki-chan into the best hostess she can be. Can you not use the word groom, please? Absolutely. I'll do my best to make Yuki-chan the top hostess in Sotenbori. And all Japan. Right, Majima-san? Yeah. We'll make it happen, Yoda-chan. How very heartening. Huh? Hold your horses. I wanted to get an office job eventually. Let's do this. Yeah! Guys, hello? I'm still here. Come on. I mean, yeah, Yuki's right. That's some bull. Well, we completed Yuki's sub-story, and we completed 20 sub-stories with Majima. That's the halfway point of sub-stories with Majima. Alright, and that's gonna be it for this episode here. Yeah, let me just change my cast on duty so I don't forget. I'm probably gonna, like, run... Yeah, I'm gonna, like, run in all silvers off screen so that all of my, you know, best characters get a chance to rest. Okay, all silvers and bronzors. Like the Pokemon Bronzor. Yeah, I'm gonna save Aranda as well. Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and open for business. I'm gonna do one of these, and I will see you guys next time. Excuse me while I do this one more club. Welcome, goodbye.
ようこそ三茶にご入りください。
お待ちしてました。
美人だね。